Inside the Juice Podcast. Cody Mitchell here with the preview picks for Saturday, March 14th, Championship Saturday. What's the semifinal games mixed in there? Games are pretty much about to tip off here soon, so you might miss the 11 o'clock ones, but it is what it is. I still want to talk about it. I still want to talk hoops. It's been an incredible conference tournament season for the show, for me personally. It's been just fun as a fan. But, I mean, as far as money-wise, like, our futures have been hitting like crazy. Didn't do as hot on the, the second wave with some of our long shots. Still have Wisconsin and Dayton still up there. But the UAB one's fucking hurt me, man. That one sucks. I really thought, like, that this is an Andy Kennedy team that at least could have made it to the title game. They got bounced in their very first game against Charlotte. The team that I had no faith in. I thought they were going to lose their first game. But it is what it is. We got picked for this weekend, but we've been doing great job so far. So let's just continue the momentum. And now let's hit some of these just our regular spreads. Do the pick show today. Tomorrow we got a bracket. And then Monday we'll pick our bracket. Wednesday we will do the picks episode. The playing game picks will be on when we do the bracket and stuff and our futures and all that crap like that. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun ride. Let's just jump right into it. First game here. We're at the deck here. Probably, again, I'm going to go through these two probably relatively fast because you're probably not going to get a better on this. This line just keeps climbing. I got a 3.5, but Yale is laying 3.5 versus Cornell. I'm laying 3.5 with Yale. I think Yale's the best team in the Ivy. Been the best team all season long. Cornell does play that crazy, crazy fast style where they jack up a bunch of threes and not a lot of defense. So an over would be another play, but it's a tough total. It's a high total, 163. So if that's something that you like to do, though, a lot of people like to play the high totals. I get it because this is going to be a crazy, crazy pace. But I do think Yale's the best team in the Ivy. Odds reflect that they're minus 110 to win the Ivy League. And I mean, they've been here. Coach Jones has been through these wars, and I mean, how many times has he won the Ivy in the last? I feel like they've been the representative from the Ivy for the last 2 years at least. Yeah, the last 2 years. Won 3 or 4 of these. So I expect Yale to advance here, and I don't expect it to be much of a problem. In the other 11 a.m. spot, Vermont and UMBC. UMBC is the one out here laying, I think, 4.5 now. It's down to 2.5. Sharps came in late on Vermont. I got the 4.5, and I got the money line too. I am locking up. I think they... That is loud. I think the Catamounts have no problem here. This is John Beckner's season. Get this UMB shit out of here. We also got them plus 400 to win the America East anyway, so we're going to just try to double dip here because I do think the Catamounts... It's John Beckner time. Get this UMB shit out of here, man. I get it. They're the best team all season long. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's John Beckner's season. I mean, how many times are we going to do this? He hasn't been there in a couple years. It's all right, but last year I think was the only year he hasn't been there in a minute. But fuck you, NBC, man. Get him out of here. Do you know who you guys playing with? This is Vermont, baby. Go Catamounts. Next up, we have Wisconsin and Michigan. Michigan is laying 12.5. Now, I'm stuck with a ticket here. Wisconsin 35-1 to win the Big Ten. Can't really hedge here. There's not. I mean, 12.5. It's a tough one. Michigan's minus 200 to win, 220, something like that, to win the Big Ten. So there's not really any value on a hedge or anything like that. Now, Wisconsin beat Michigan in Ann Arbor earlier this year. Do I think Wisconsin can go on a neutral court beat Michigan again? Probably not. But 12.5 is too many points. This rose to 13 last night. I got the 13, but I'm still on the 12.5 with the Badgers. Lock this one up. I don't know about the money line, though. I really don't know if they can beat Michigan twice. They have a problem with that size inside, so. But I do like the Badgers. I do think it's a little bit too many points here. And they're going to play like this as their Super Bowl, man. I don't know how much does it really matter to Michigan to win a Big Ten title. Does it really? Vanderbilt is getting 7.5 against Florida. Been on the record here. I think Florida might be the best team in the country. Maybe, not saying they are, but I said they might be. These two teams did play twice. They only played once, and that was at Vanderbilt, where Florida squeaked out a 4-point win here. Vanderbilt's, I know a lot of people say they play with toughness. They don't strike me as a team that plays with toughness. Like, I don't, every time I watch them, I'm like, well, where's the toughness? I don't really see it. Now, they did play tough against Tennessee. I will give them that, but I think this Florida team's on another fucking level, man. Ever since that 5-4 start, they've won 20 of their last 22 games, and they've been blowing teams out here. I'm going to lay with the Gators. I think the Gators walk Vanderbilt. Not the right music there, but I think Gator, man. I think I'm going to go with 79 to 65. 14-point win here for the Gators. In the MEAC final, North Carolina Central is getting 12.5 now against Howard. Howard came in as the big favorite. This tournament has been off the rails all the last 3 days. It's a tough one here. 12 because Howard's just so much better than everybody else. I'm pretty sure didn't Howard blow them out both times they played? So these two teams met twice. Howard won by 33 at home and by 14 on the road. And it's only 12.5, huh? Yeah. Give me Lavelle Moden. Give me these Eagles. A little too many. I'm going to wait because I think that number still might come back up. I wouldn't go lower than 12.5, though. Not a shot. Dayton is taking on St. Louis. St. Louis, the last I looked, was laying 5.5. Yes, and I think the wrong team is favored here. I think the Dayton Flyers are going to win this game outright. In the future, I'm going to win the A-10. That was my pick to win the A-10 where I did the tournament preview. Ever since Dayton's got healthy, they've been playing a lot better. Anthony Grant has been through this tournament many times. He's won this tournament many times. SLU, I would say in the last month, has been playing way worse. Probably should have lost to George Washington. Dayton's a lot better of an opponent. I think Dayton cruises here. Definitely taking the 5.5 to cover my ass, but I think Dayton wins the game outright and upsets SLU and advances to the A-10 final tomorrow. Penn is taking on Harvard. Harvard is laying 2.5. Yes, still at 2.5. What do these two teams do in the regular season? I already pretty much made my mind up already who I'm picking, so it doesn't really matter. But these two teams met. Penn beat them at home, and Penn lost them on the road by 1. Kind of surprised why. I know there's a key injury for Penn, but it's still Fran McCaffrey. And I like Fran as a dog. Give me Penn. Give me Penn to upset Harvard here and advance to the Ivy League title. But no bet. Charlotte is getting a 14.5 now against USF. USF is the best team in the American, I think, by far now. Remaining, I really thought UAB was going to win this. Charlotte had other plans. Charlotte went in there and upset USF. Charlotte's playing really good basketball. And not just because they've been winning in the tournament, but even just the season. They had a winning record, and they were picked to be one of the worst teams in the American. It's just so funny, man. Just coming off a 3-game losing streak, lost 7-9, and now you're in the American semifinals. So the one time these guys met in the regular season was the very last game, and USF beat them by 23. That was on the road. I think it's a little too many. Give me the 49ers, plus 14.5. I mean, the way they're playing, plus 900 on the money line is not insane. It's not out of this world. Take a shot on that money line. Ole Miss. What the heck is going on with this Ole Miss Rebels? But they're getting 9.5 against Arkansas. I've bet on them every game so far, and they just continue this crazy journey. They finished 15-19 overall, and they have won 3 in a row. They were 12-19, sorry. They won 3 in a row to get to 15-19. They're in the semifinals of the SEC tournament. Before this game, they lost 12 of 13 before the SEC tournament started. And now they have rattled off how many in a row? 3. It's 4th game now. They're going to be tired. Arkansas just played last night, a late one. I think it's too... I might be a sucker for it, but I think it's too many. Give me the Rebels. Plus 9.5. I think Arkansas wins the game. I think the magic probably runs out here. I do think it's a little too many points. Give me the Rebels. Purdue was taking on UCLA. UCLA is getting 7.5 points. After that big win over Sparty last night, Sparty's fucked me. Just need the money line, but it is what it is. I think is where when it comes to the edge. Purdue was picked to win the national championship. They're the preseason odds-on favorite. They're playing their best ball down the stretch. I think this is a Boilermaker. It's a real spot. Give me Purdue. The best point guard in the country. It controls the game clock. The magic runs out here. Give me Purdue. I think you have a massive edge in the front court, too, with TKR and Oscar Clough. So, give me the Boilermakers here. St. Joe's and VCU are doing battle here. VCU is getting 6.5. Or St. Joe's is getting 6.5. Oddly enough, I want to lay with the Rams. I know they blew out Davidson. I don't think Davidson's very good. I don't know how they got the 6th seed. But nothing about it looked good. They couldn't shoot very well. I think VCU kind of got their scare out of the way against Duquesne. I think the Rams come back. Phil Martelli Jr. against his old opponent. He was on staff with his dad there when Phil Martelli was at St. Joe's. I'm going to go with VCU. I think VCU lay the 6.5, but no bet. Houston's playing Arizona in the Big 12 title game. Now, I was on here not too long ago talking about how the toughness of Houston is going to just out-physical Arizona, and Arizona is not going to know what to do to handle it. Arizona goes into Houston and gets the win. Revenge is on the mind for Kelvin Sampson. They did this last year. They're going to do it again. Give me the Cougars, plus 2.5. Bet the money line, too, though. Cougars win the Big 12 title. This was my pick to be in the championship game, but I picked Arizona, but I'm flipping here. Give me Cougars. San Diego State is playing Utah State. Brian Dutcher and company probably need this win to get in the tournament, and I think they get the automatic qualifier. Give me San Diego State over Utah State. As much as I do like Jerry Calhoun, I do think he's focused, but it's got to be a little tough when, I'm assuming he's taking Cincinnati's job. He's taking the Cincinnati job. And, Brian Dutcher is the best coach in this league. He knows they probably got to win this one to get in the dance. And I think they do it. I think San Diego State, the class of the Mountain West, in the last season of the Mountain West, leaves with the best note as Mountain West champs the way it should be. So give me San Diego State. This window is insane. I don't know why they put all the games here. UConn is laying 2.5 against St. John's. Last time these two teams met, St. John's couldn't hit a fucking shot for 40 minutes. This was an absolute blowout. I think UConn won by 500. I don't know the exact score, but I think it was 500. Something like that. It was either 5 or 400. I couldn't remember. Okay. I think this is probably a UConn play again because I do think UConn's the better team, but Hart can't do it. Nope. Give me the Johnnies on the money line. I will take that plus 2.5 too because I do think it'll be close. Going with the Red Storm here. Get this one done. My arch nemesis, the Prairie View A&M Panthers, taking on Southern for the SWAC title for a chance to be a 16 seed in the NCAA tournament, probably playing the playing game. Southern is laying 3.5 points. Oh, jeez, what the hell is this? Sorry, fucking these toll people are getting better. They just sent me like a court document. Doesn't even have my name on it, but it's a court document that I owe toll. Whatever. Yeah, Prairie View's been a pain in my ass. I've been betting against them the entire tournament, and they made it here, and I'm not stopping here. Give me Jaguars. Southern finally gets it done and gets through to the big dance. Toledo's getting 8.5 against Akron. John Gross, this is the best team in the MAC. I had them to win the MAC tournament. Granted, I thought Miami, Ohio would be here. I'm going to lay it with Akron, but it has a big number. Toledo's been knocking on the door for years, too. This is a rematch in the finals not too long ago. Give me John Gross and the Zips, but a little too many points. I don't want to lock it up, but I can't trust Coach K in the Rockets in March. I just cannot get there. Duke is laying 7.5 against Virginia. We just saw these teams not too long ago. Duke beat them by 20. Neutral court, Duke's a little banged up. Give me the Hoos plus 7.5. But no bet. La Tech is getting 2.5 points against Kennesaw State. Winner is the CUSA champion and is going to the NCAA tournament. Give me... You know, I'm going to ride the Bulldogs. They've been playing some good ball. Give me the Bulldogs plus 2.5. But again, I can't get there with a lock. Hawaii and UC Irvine for the Big West title. Irvine's laying 2.5. And you know what? It's been a lot of years. It's been since Hawaii's made the tournament. But UC Irvine and Coach Russell Turner's been knocking at this door for years. I think he finally pushes through. I'm going to go with the Anteaters to get this done and make the big dance. And the last game on our slate here is Utah Valley and Cal Baptist WAC Tournament Championship. Winner, whoever wins this is going to be a new NCAA tournament team. Neither of these teams have made the tournament yet. Utah Valley's laying 3.5. And I'm going to lay it with the Wolverines. I think they've been the best team in this conference all season long. They had to deal with that bullshit where basically the conference was telling them they had to pay a bunch of money. They wanted to get in because they're leaving for the Big West. They ended up paying it. I think they have a little chip on their shoulder here. Give me the Wolverines to get this done. All right, that does it for me. We'll be back on Monday with tournament bracket out, and we will be basically giving out our bracket. So we're basically there, guys. It's been an awesome season so far. Been one of our better seasons ever, and I'm excited, man. Enjoy Championship Saturday. Enjoy Sunday. Enjoy the bracket. Enjoy everything. Until then, I'll see you guys. I'm out here.